Hey everyone, long time no see. I'm gonna be getting ready for the day, so figured I would come on here. All right, so let me get started. The camera a little bit here. I don't know why it's okay. Good enough. It's raining outside here, thundering a little bit. And I just got off work, so it's time to get my weekend started. Gonna be doing some winged liner, so I'm just putting down some primer to help it, last through the day, and so it doesn't crease, even though sometimes it still does, to be quite honest. I did want to try something out though. I'm hoping it works. So usually I have this little tool and I take it and set it here and trace my little wing that I want. However, I think I'm going to try to put the liner on the tool and kind of stamp it on there. Well, let's see if that works. So I'm going to use my Essence Lash Princess Liquid Liner and we'll see how this goes. Now I got to figure out exactly how far up I'm going to put this is the thing. So I suppose maybe to where, I guess maybe to where that line kind of ends that's already on there. Maybe a tad bit higher. Okay. All right, let's give this a try. So I'm just kind of putting it on here. That might be too high, but we'll try it out. Okay. Oh yeah, that was way too high, but that's okay. I can shorten it up. So I'm gonna grab a Q-tip. Oops. And some micellar water and try to fix it a little bit. And not only is it too long, but it was supposed to, make it be a nice straight even line, but as you can see, it's not. Shorten that quite a bit. Let's see. Okay. Trying to just clean that up a little. All right, now what I'm going to try to do now is go back down to create the other line. And I'm trying to decide how I should do that. Okay. Okay, so just adding more liner to the stamp. And we will hope for the best here. My lashes are kind of in the way. So, oh boy. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. I think for that other line, I'm just going to have to do that one by hand. Oh. I might end up making more work for myself than I needed by using this method, but I thought for sure this would come out easier and look better, but now I am doubting that. Okay. All right, let me just try to finish this line a little bit. I'm going to use my Judy Doll liner because it's definitely easier because it's more of a fine tip. I just want to try to straighten this out a little. And do the other line here. All right. Let me just go ahead and do this line so I can get that part done. And then we'll go back. All right. Looks pretty good. I don't know if this one's... No, we'll leave it as is. All right, I just want to clean up this little tool. I will be right back. All right, I got both lines done. What I'm going to do is go off camera and just finish my wings, and I will be back because this sometimes takes me a little. Okay, the wings are finally done. They'll never be perfect, and I just have to accept that. All right. All right, so now I'm going to work on my face. I'm not really going to do anything else on my eyes. I'm just going to leave them just the winged liner for today. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Triple Bounce Serum. Which this will basically be, I guess, kind of like my primer. And then I'll go ahead and put on my Rock Firming Serum Stick. And then my Wet n Wild Eye Depuffer. I like to just kind of dab that in a little. Okay. Oh, and then I almost forgot. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. finishing powder, and it's just like a translucent, it's not a color. And then what I like to do is just take a little brush and just kind of dab it on my wing because it also helps it to not come off through the day. Add a little more. Okay. Might have added a little too much. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops as well. Okay. And now my e.l.f. bronzing drops. And now I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect, and it's in shade 7 Light Medium. Sorry for the loud traffic. What plans do you guys have for the weekend? Let me know. I'm trying to think, do I have any plans? Can't think of anything right offhand. Today is my daughter's first official day of summer break, but she is at her grandma's house now for the night. But all right, and then we're going to use our Morphe bronzer, and it's in the shade called Flicker. I absolutely love this bronzer. Oh, I hate when my hairs get in there. And I don't know about anyone else, but I cannot stand when I put on lip gloss, lipstick, whatever it is, and then I go outside and my hair blows in my face. And it gets all in my gloss or whatever I'm wearing, and it just, ugh, the feeling, I just don't like that. Okay. All right, for my eyebrows, as much as I would love to put on eyebrow serum right now, or eyebrow glue, I mean, I can't because I don't know. I think my brows are still healing a little bit. They're almost done, but I think they're still healing up a little bit from getting them, the powder brows done last Saturday, so I don't want to risk it. I think they're almost healed, but I'm going to put just a tiny bit of this Aquaphor ointment on them. Well, it's an off-brand Aquaphor, but, you know, same thing. And I just lightly rub them across my brows. And, you know, this will help them stay down a little bit, but just not as nice as the eyebrow glue would. And you're supposed to put just the tiniest amount on them. Yeah, I can still feel, like when I put the ointment on them, I can still feel some scabbing or like dry skin on them. So they're definitely still in the healing process. So, all right. And let's do blush now. Actually, sorry, I'm going to do, let's see, let's do some under eye brightener. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and let me use this. Okay. All right, sorry about that, you guys. If you've seen me kind of messing with my phone, I had to take a call really quick. All right, so finishing up with the under eye brightener. I like this NYX one because it's not so pigmented. I have a Tarte one that I do like, but it is extremely pigmented, so you got to be kind of careful with it because it'll almost look like you just loaded on some of that white eyeliner that everybody used to wear in the early 2000s. If you know, you know. So yeah, anyways, now I'm going to do some mascara on my bottom lashes. And so I'm going to use my Tartelette XL tubing mascara. I love the tubing mascara. And like I said, this will just go on the bottom lashes. I usually do like 2 to 3 coats of this, so I'm just going to do that and I'll be right back. All right, so bottom lashes are done. Let me put some blush on. I'm going to use my NYX Buttermelt blush today, and it's in a shade called Feeling Butter. It's like a nice kind of bronzy look here. Making sure that looks even. Looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to use the e.l.f. highlighter, and it's in the shade called Blush Money. And I like to just use my finger to put this on. Put a little on the brow bone, I guess. Not much. Okay. All right, and as usual, my favorite setting spray. This is the Hard Candy Glow and Lock. My favorite setting spray. All right, let's go ahead and do our lips now. I'm going to use Morphe liner, and it's in the shade called Spiffy. So I'm going to line my lips with this. It's like so creamy and pigmented. I love this lip liner. All right, then I'm just gonna shade it in a little bit with this. So that is how that is looking. So now I'm going to take my Kimchi lipstick, and it's in the shade called Cafe Ole. And it's like a very nice nude or pale pink color. That's so pretty. That is a great lip combo, I must say. All right, and then let me grab some gloss. Which one I'm going to use is going to be the hard part. I almost thought about just leaving it like a matte lip today. What do you guys think? I was going to use this Milani gloss, but I'm almost kind of just wanting it to leave like a matte lip today. I think I'm going to do that. So this is the look for my Friday. thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any tips on the winged liner, please let me know, because I'm constantly trying to like find ways to apply it better, because I'm not really that great at it. And I know they're never going to be like perfect on each side, but I don't know if you guys have any easier ways to do it. I do have a hooded eye, so that also makes it more tricky. Thank you guys for watching again. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope you guys have a great Friday.